Hey Aquas, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Aquas. So you have the Apocalypse and the Father, the Tear, the Desert, Gnosis, and the Thread. This feels like I feel immediately taken into like this sci-fi fantasy land type of desert of isolation. And I think about the character Jimmy from season 1 in Shameless. Jimmy was a goddamn saint until you discover he's a goddamn fraud. But of course, it's not until the end of the season, when you've already like fallen in love and you're just like, oh, and then you just like watch Fiona's heart break and you understand the level of devastation that's felt. And I feel like there's an energy of some Jimmy type devastation of just like this end that leaves you or another person feeling like nothing they'd ever done mattered because of who they really were. And I feel like that's that like end times sci-fi apocalypse energy of just like this stumbling through the wasteland. Um, Thinking, like that's my chance, but it's never actually your chance. And I think having gone through this process, however this process is playing out for you, because OMGird, Aquas, sending you my love. Um, but I feel like you've gone through this process enough that you are having a better understanding of like what it is that like what this reality is that you keep seeking, because it's almost as though you think, like I've got this idea in my mind, and so, like maybe if I just echo that out, it'll come back to me. And I feel like you echo out something that the other people take advantage of. Vulnerability, or I think just sometimes feeling like the odd one out, you know? And even though you're for the people, you never really fit in with the people. And I feel like that's just leaving you feeling really frustrated. And it's almost this like, well, who are you in that role? Like what character are you playing in these scenarios that are playing themselves out over and over again? Stop studying the people around you. Pay attention to yourself. Understand yourself. And figure out what it is that you're actually connected to, because Aquas, you are for the people. Sometimes I just don't think you always know what that means, because it's too easy to allow people to tell you which direction to go. Oh, the herds are going that way. Let me follow them. What? What? Aquas. you know? Like that's a shadow side of an Aquarius, and I laugh and I say all of this with love, because we all have our lessons that we have to overcome, and we all have points in time where we are forced to face ourselves, but thank fucking God, because you don't want to carry that around. That is not a behavior that you are proud of and that you want to continue in. Let's be real. And so going through it enough allows you to acknowledge your part in the play. And you can stop walking around being like, what play am I in? You know, like the one you chose to align yourself with. Why are you, you know what I mean? Like, that's the feel. Oh my gracious, Aquas. I love y'all. I love y'all. I laugh. I feel like your energy is light right now. You know what I mean? Like, yes, this feels like a very heavy topic, but I feel very emotionally disconnected from it, which is fitting. You know what I mean? And I think that even though there is a heaviness that's like in the belly of your energy, like the outer like exterior is very happy-go-lucky feeling, quite frankly. You know, because I almost feel like you have like a little secret, like you figured out something, like you found the missing piece of the puzzle. Right? And you're like, man, that really sucks, but like also I'm gonna go this way. And that's that like cyclical learning. You don't have to learn the same lesson but so many times, you know? Okay. Aquas. Sorry, we're 6 minutes in. I hope y'all are doing well. I mean, I feel like you're doing okay in spite of everything that's going on, whatever that is for you. And I'm happy for that. Okay. Aquas. Sorry I didn't do your reads last night, but the energy has just been weird. I have like energetic leeches that are sticking to me. Five of Cups, the Lovers, and Santa Muerta. You know, there's this idea of confusion around, you know, a relationship, something that you love. Maybe it's a passion project. Feeling like, can this be redeemed? Is there, you know, like, did I get lost in the reality of my behavior? You know, like, am I no longer going to be allowed to live in this illusion? But I feel like the question in and of itself is telling, you know, like, do you really need people to tell you what to think? I don't think so. You're a fucking Aquarius. Why are you asking people to tell you what to think? You know what I mean? Stop asking people. You know. You don't need affirmation. You don't need confirmation. You need to trust yourself. You know what I mean? And stop. I want to say stop with this sci-fi wasteland like mentality and pull yourself up out of it and be honest with yourself about what you love and what you align with, and stop aligning with people because they're people and start aligning with people with purpose. Aquas. I'm sorry, that felt aggressive, but it just feels like, I don't know. Okay. Aquas. Oof. I feel like, again, just this, like, I don't know, I just want to shake you guys right now. Like, stop, you know, stop asking people to tell you what to think. Stop expecting people to understand your differences. It's not their responsibility to be in charge of your sense of novelty. And that doesn't speak to them. They don't get it. And it's like, don't try and force it. It's like asking, what is it? It's like asking somebody who has never, you know, never learned to read from fucking Milton. It's like that's never gonna happen. There's never going to be a resonance there, and you can be for the people and not be of the people. And I feel like there has been this really difficult lesson for you guys that has, it's like you feel like the only way that you can really, impact change is to stand next to, like the group, align yourself with them, allow them to identify themselves through your gifts, skills, and talents. It was an honorable notion, right? I'm not saying it to like belittle it, or, like it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing that you're trying to do. I don't think that you have bad intentions. It's just that like you can't, I don't know. It's just like you can't argue with stupid. You know what I mean? And I don't know how to say that nicely. It's just kind of like there are people in this world who are emotionally stunted, who they have the public education system that, caps them out at like a fifth grade reading level. They are uncomfortable with not being told exactly what to think and exactly how to behave. And that's with intention. you know, the education system is created with intention. And so you can't communicate with people who aren't at your level and then get upset when they reject you. That's but I think you know that. It just feels like the process, and you being like, well, I haven't really, met anybody that marches to the beat of my drum. And it's like, well, okay, I think that you're about to get that opportunity because you actually tuned in to what the fuck your drum sounds like. Right? Okay. Aquas. I love y'all so much. Really and truly. I think that Aquas are some of the most brilliant people I've met, Like, I really do love Aquas. And I'm like, I don't hate this process for you. I don't think it's anything that you should be ashamed of. It's just something that you're dealing with. And, again, yay that you're dealing with it. I think that there's an idea of emotional detachment that is being left behind here because this target, I feel like it's a target that is outside of your crowd. And I think you went through a process of feeling like somehow you weren't enough because of the people who you were surrounded with, but they were good people, right? It's like, well, they're good people. Cool. There's lots of good people in the world, They tend to be very kind, and they abide by the rules, and they mind their P's and Q's, and they behave accordingly. And you can stand with those people and say that you're with the people, or you can stand with people who are striving to impact change and hold it down for the people who can't hold it down for themselves. Because lowering your standards to other people's limitations is the worst thing that you could do on behalf of humanity. And that's legit. Aquas. Damn. The river. I don't know. Aquas, I feel like there's just this idea of like missing out on something, Like I feel like this wake up call, but this wake up call, again, is that like inner belly energy that is just surrounded by this external, like, I'm going to go do what I want to do. I'm going to go do it now before it's too late. Because I feel like there's just been a lot of like this, like lower level energy that you've had to deal with. And while I feel like it might have, I just kind of get the idea of like shaking your foot behind you while you run, like shaking the dog off your foot, like I gotta go, because that's what it feels like you're just leaving. Okay, Aquas. Well, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.